themes galore. Get inspired, make a card. Creativity's your reward. No, link it up, don't be shy. One will win, give it a try. 15 team to spend with glee. Crafty goodies, yay, so free. Join the fun, come and see. On the Not2Shabby blog with me. Oh, every month a brand new board, pretty colors, themes galore. Get inspired, make a card. Creativity's your reward. No, link it up, don't be shy. One will win, give it a try. 15 team to spend with glee. Crafty goodies, yay, so free. Join the fun, come and see. On the Not2Shabby blog with me. Oh, every month a brand new board, pretty colors, themes galore. Get inspired, make a card. Creativity's your reward. No, link it up, don't be shy. One will win, give it a try. 15 team to spend.
Hey friends, how is everybody? Let me know if you can hear me. I hope everybody is good. It is hot and humid here in South Alabama. I am Jana and I am part of the Not2Shabby challenge team. So we promote and hope to inspire you to join in the Not2Shabby Mood Board Challenge. And this is the July challenge board, which I love. I love all of the colors. And pinned at the top there is a link to the blog post. Hey, Albert, long time no see, friend. Hey, Jamie. Hi, Shanna. Enjoy your brunch, Shanna. So we are going to be working with this mood board as our inspiration. And we're going to be using the Birds of Paradise stamp and paper pad, which came in the Junior Box of the Month subscription, which it is fantastic. So you get all of these papers, and they're double-sided. So I'm telling you guys, there is not a bad side of paper. Hey, Delise. Hola, amiga. ¿Qué pasa? Happy Monday, y'all. I hope you all aren't too moody. But you know what? Who's not moody on a Monday? I had chocolate chip cookie and iced coffee for breakfast, so I'm raring to go. But I love this set. I did a card, let me find it, the other day. It's since been moved. Here, I've done a few of them, but I colored this one, and it's just a mini slimline, and it just says thanks. That's it. Super quick, simple. Added some enamel dots. You know, I don't know when to say when with the enamel dots. Some people are like, you know, just toss them out there and they're like, oh, that's perfect, and it's the perfect amount. But no, I have no restraint when it comes to enamel dots or embellishments. So there's that. Yeah, I don't like the storms at night, and neither do the dogs here, Delise. I'm sorry that they woke you up. My dogs don't like thunderstorms during the day either. Abner shakes like a chihuahua and hides on top of Jeff's shoulders if he's sitting anywhere, and then Hero comes in here and tries to hide under my desk, but he's a little large and doesn't quite fit. So this was the one I did the other day. I didn't do a live on it or anything. I was just playing around coloring, and It was fun. I did add a little, little sparkle. There it is on the hibiscus. So we're doing a fun fold, kind of. It's a really easy fun fold, but we are going to do some coloring. But I'm going to put my card base together first, and I chose these leaves. I think these are, is it Monstera plant that have the big giant leaves? And again, it's hard to pick because these toucans are pretty cute too. So we are going to use this, and I picked this red, and it's not really a red. It's kind of an orangey red, so I thought it matched the red that is in our inspiration. On the blog, you can see there's a color palette as well. All right, I got to figure out which glue is actually going to work today. So this is just a simple kind of top fold flappy card. I don't even know what to call it. And all of the dimensions and scoring, there's one score line, are in the description box below. And you can also find a link to the subscription box, the junior box of the month, which is where this set and paper came from. Down there, it is my affiliate link. No cost to you for a little clicky click. Gives me a little something extra. Plus, it also helps Jamie know how to track where the clicks are coming from. Like, where are people shopping from? So we're gonna go with this, my little smusher, pattern paper, this side. And we're gonna put it on the inside here as well as on our flap. I'm telling you guys, this card is so quick, but we can color, which color is good. For me, coloring is good mental mindfulness therapy, which is always good for a Monday. Gets me ready for the week. And so we're going to color because that's what I like to do. And we're actually going to color the macaw, parrot, and some hibiscus. And yes, it's stamped off to the side on purpose. So let me get this smushed down. There we go. So this is basically our card. We are going to mount our parrot on here, and then this will go on here. And I can't decide if I want to do black and white or red and white twine. I didn't have a ribbon that I really liked. Hey, Jenny G. Oh, before I forget, if y'all wouldn't mind, hit that like button, give me a little thumbs up. And you know what? If you enjoy being here, a little subscribe would be great. Then you'll get notification when I go live. And if I'm still here trying to reach, you're really inspired, share it out to your friends. So we are going to start with our parrot. I have not colored him yet. So black and white. All right. Good call, Felice. Thanks. Hey, Justine. Are you unpacking, girl? It looked like Paper Ganza was an amazing event. All right. So I have my colors picked out here. And I did kind of look online for a parrot because I needed some inspiration of like where the colors went. And I forgot to upload it so that I could share my inspiration. But I just Googled, Copic colored parrot. Real creative, huh? To find an inspiration, as well as different colors of hibiscus plants. I always want to color them pink with a darker pink center, but they don't have to be. They can be red and yellow. So these are all my colors. When I'm done, I will list them in the description box below so that you can come back and find those. I am trying to find where did I save it? Too many things. Oh, it's probably in the Not Too Shabby folder. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. I'll find it. Or we'll just wing it. We might just wing it. That's always good, huh? Hey, Dawn! How are you? I am live. The kids are, I think, going out for the day. Okay, here's my flower. I got that. Let me find my parrot so that I just have to see like where, there he is, the colors are, because parrots they have a lot of colors. So we're going to start, I'm going to start kind of, and we're going to build up layers. So I'm going to start with my kind of reds and yellows and then move into my blues and greens. And they all kind of, it's kind of like a rainbow, you know, it goes red, orange, into the yellows, yellow, green, kind of turquoise. So we're going to start with our lightest orange colors, which I have my oranges into my reds. So I have we're going to start with YR04 as our orange. And there's just a little bit of orange kind of here on their neck feathers. And this is all going to blend together. And I hope you guys don't mind watching me color. It's one of my favorite things to do. I am going to zoom in a little bit more and see if that helps. I got my little spinny turntable, which helps. So we're just going to start kind of following these little lines here with some orange. And it might help if I had a marker that worked. That one needs to go in the refill box. Let's see. This one will work. So it's just a little tiny bit of orange. And then I'm going to go over that with a little bit of a yellow to kind of blend it out. This stamp set is so cute. It's got the toucan and the parrot, the hibiscus, and then there's a ring too that goes around it. Hey Pam, good morning. And then kind of a floral scene here, and then some leafery, and then great sentiments. There's let's flock together soon, born to be wild and wonderful, hello, thanks, and you make life colorful, which this, I love it. And then it goes with this paper pad here. There's the toucan, there's flamingos. I love this paper. It's well loved already. All right, so now I'm going to go into kind of my lighter reds. And I'm going to give myself kind of a base coat. And then this part around his eye is usually white. And then his beak are usually like black and white. Does anyone have parrots? I know there's a few crafters that have birds or have parrots. All right, so we're going to just blend this out. And we're going to just step down our colors. And I'm not like coloring each, well, kind of coloring each feather, but I'm just kind of wanting to blend more than anything. And then I've got the reds are going to get darker and darker. You had birds, Dawn? Um, I have never had birds. I mean, we had parakeets growing up, but that was about it. I have chickens. Does that count? All right, we're going to go darker. And then it kind of gets lighter again because it goes into yellow. So we're going to start kind of stepping down. And it's not, I mean, they're feathers. They're all different colors. And so I'm just kind of blending as I go. I need to get, so they go into kind of a yellow and then kind of a yellow green. And he's probably more red on top than, oh, have fun lurking, Jenny. I'm glad you popped on. So now we're going to go in kind of a light yellow. And I'm just blending. Hey, Daria. I yeah, I had to do that this morning. I came in and I had quite a mess. So now we're just going into the greens. I could color like this all day. Oh, fun, Dawn. Let's see. And then we're going to go into our kind of our teals and our blues. So we're going to work our way down. And when I picked my colors, I use this chart a lot. And so I can go through and pick which colors play nice with others. This one might be a little dark. And feathers kind of, blend from one color to another. So we're just going to kind of keep going. Pam, that happens to me too with Elizabeth. It seems that crafting with her, I seem to or even just crafting along, I tend to make my best. Now, y'all probably think this is a lot of markers, and it is. But I always seem to grab so many colors, but that's just kind of how I color. I tend to love a lot of colors to blend in, and then I can just kind of keep going over and over. And I might not use all of them, but we're getting there. And this is going to be probably pretty short today, just because there's not, it's my first one here. I never can judge how long things are going to take. It is a lot of markers, but that's just how I roll. And it's a parrot. They have lots of colors. And now we're getting a little darker down here on his tail feathers, or her tail feathers. And then I did leave some white space here, and I'm going to come back with some other colors and just fill in and really blend that out. And then up into the green. And then I go back. Green into yellow. See, it's like a rainbow. And we just work our way back up. Well, I wish I could watercolor like you, Delise. That's my like kind of my thing this summer is to learn to watercolor. So let me hold him up a little better. So there he is so far. And I've still got a little like blending to do here, and I need to do his beak. I love this. helps me a lot because I tend to twist my papers all over. And so it helps me just kind of keep things from escaping. I think he's looking pretty good. Okay, now I need to, we're gonna set all those aside. I would love to be able to watercolor. I have, I don't have any, I have watercolor paints that are like the kids' school paints. Oh, I need to blend his tail better. Oops, I went out of the lines. We'll have to fix that because we are not cutting this out. We're not fussy cutting today. This is just my panel. But that's all right. I have my colorless blender and it just erases things. So we need to do his little bottom beak and kind of the shading right underneath here. This top part is white, but it's going to be a really light gray. And we're going to go with our kind of our neutrals, our ends. Oh, yeah, Abner gets me a lot. That one's not bad. It's always on the same arm, but it's usually when he's scared. And so, yeah, all my little scars. And when he was little, man, he had the sharpest little piranha teeth. So we're just going to do, this is N0 because, I mean, his beak's not going to be white. So we're going to give that, and around his eye here, a really light gray. And then we're going to come in with our dark and kind of build up, just following kind of where these artist drawn lines are. There's a little shading on there. So I do have, I think it's listed in my craft room favorites in the description box below. It was Lynn had a similar one because I was saying, man, I need something where I can turn as I'm coloring because I spin my paper all over. Hey, Sissy Tomlin. It is listed in the description box below, I believe. It's Sue Daly, but it's from Riley Blake Designs, and it's actually a cutting mat on a turntable, which you could probably, fashion your own. But I didn't want to. So, and then parrots have a yellow, kind of a yellow green eye. At least this one that I'm looking at does. So we're gonna go in and give them some yellow. And that's our parrot. So there is our completed parrot. I think his feathers shaded nicely. And now we need to do our hibiscus. And we are actually going to do this one from dark to red to orange to yellow. So let me get those out again. I don't know that we need the grays, but we are going to start with our reds. Thanks, Dawn. reds, yellows, and a yellow. And then probably a darker red. Yeah. So we're just going to start dark and work out. And then the little stamens are going to be the goldish yellow. And then, oh, thanks. Am I saying it right? Is it Sissy? I hope I'm saying that correctly. So we're just going to start and we're going to kind of follow these little shaded areas down here in the middle. There's a little spot there that's going to end up being gold or dark yellow. And it's just to kind of give us a little bit of shading coming out. There's some more that's going to be gold. And this will all kind of blend. That's one thing that I love. And I'm learning to embrace the blends. That it's taken me a while to get there. I love my Copics. I've used Copics for years, Sissy. Okay, good. I got it from Amazon, Pam. It is from Sue Daly. It's all one piece. It's and I mean basically just went to Amazon and searched crafting turntable cutting mat. I was just looking, and it's a good size for me for my desk. I like the cutting mat on it. It spins easily, but you could, get some cheaper turntables and put a cutting mat on top. But I just wanted something that was ready to go. All right, so we're going to color this out. So has anyone entered the mood board challenge yet? You still have a couple more days for July, and then the August one goes up, and it's equally as fantastic. All right, then we're going to kind of move into our oranges. Kind of like we did with the parrot. I just kind of keep going over the layers that I had done before. And this is especially like with this where I'm going in circles. It's so much easier than having to try and keep turning. So the flowers are this this part. I just used the floral part and not the ring. And I could have used, the toucan with his florals and leafery. So we just keep kind of going out, and I just go from darkest to lightest. And that is just, does it run just to the 28th? That could be true, Delise. I thought it went to the end of the month. Let me look, because I have it right here. I don't know that it says in the post. Looking. Is Jamie still here? Oh, 31st. Thanks, Jamie. Delise, you had me scared there for a minute. I was like, wait a second. I could have sworn it went all the way to the end of the month. So you have time. And the prize is a $15 gift card to the Not2Shabby shop. Which, you can get a lot of fabulousness for that. All right, and then we're going to go into our yellow. And I'm going to leave just a little kind of rim around on some of the edges, and I'll come back with a really light yellow. Oh, thanks, Justine. So where do you all in the comments, let me know, find your inspiration? Do you, like me, go to Google and say, hey, what colors are a parrot? Do you just wing it? Do you go to other crafters? I know that for me, my struggles are usually layouts for the most part. Delisha, you better get on it. Get those cards in there. All right, then we're going to go to a really light yellow. There we go. And we're just going to, okay, it's 12 o'clock. It's lunchtime for the dogs. They may bark. I don't know if you'll hear them or not, but they like to announce their meal time. And by dogs, I mean Abner. He's loud. All right, so here is our yellow. And I did use the new Simon Hurley Stellar Black Widow ink to stamp these. And I love this ink. All right, so there, and I think this is a little flower over here. So we're just going to kind of make it reddish. I know they kind of look funny that they're cut off, but you'll see when we get it together. All right, and then we need to do our leafery. But yeah, he likes to announce that he's going to go stare at his food and probably not eat unless someone is sitting there with him. He has to have an audience when he eats. So just a darker green to kind of highlight, not highlight, those shadow areas. And we'll blend that out a little bit. And then I need my yellow, and then I'll probably come in with my little glitter pen. All right, our flowers are done. So there is our, I need to get this edge better. Our red to yellow hibiscus. That edge right up along the paper. There we go. He's so naughty. So there's our flowers. All right, we can get rid of that. Let me find my sparkle pen right here, and we're going to just do our little centers here. There we go. Just the very center. So we have these two. Let's get our parrot on his layer. Hold on, I gotta close all these windows down. I can't see. I lost y'all. Come on. There we go. Oh, Pam. There we go. All right. Now let me find my, I have too many windows open and I lost everybody. There we go. All right. So this all coordinates together. Let me find my base piece. Make sure I have the right pieces. Yeah, those are the same. All right. And then it's kind of like a little, I don't know, I want to call it like a little peekaboo card. So we're going to get this on here, and I do very, very thin layers. My parrot kind of needs a branch, but oh, you know what? I think he'll be okay. So we're gonna go with, what color did Lise say? Red and white, black and white. I think we're gonna go with black and white at the moment. All right, let's just cut off a length of string. This is just some baker's twine. And I'm going to tie it off over here on the side. And we'll give these a little snip snip. Now, when you're putting your parrot or whatever layer on here, remember, don't glue the bottom. don't put glue on the bottom of your bird. Because yeah, it'll stick to the bottom of your card. So I gotta figure out kind of where. All right. So I'm going to use some foam tape on this part, only because it's got to go kind of around the twine. And I think I go one more real close down here. All right. Oh, he's so loud. I think that's the Chihuahua in him. Is this yappy? He looks like a Jack Russell, acts like a Jack Russell, and is shakes like a Chihuahua. All right, and we'll get this over the top. Then I got to pick out my sentiment, and I'm going to add some liquid adhesive over it, just to give me a little wiggle time to make sure that I get this centered. Ha ha ha! Look at that. That was close. All right, so we got that one on there. Now our hibiscus should tuck right underneath our other one. And this is kind of why I think it's a peekaboo. I don't know. I'm going to call it a peekaboo card. I should probably figure out a sentiment, but it's going to go up on the other part. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to hold this, get the glue off my fingers, underneath this part here, and close it. So there is our inside. There's our parrot, and we've got our little ribbon over here. Doesn't really show up, but that's all right. You know what'd be cute is a little tag too, or a little charm, or something hanging off of the ribbon. All right, let's find a sentiment. And I think we're going to go with, and I may just stamp. I'm going to be brave. I'm just going to stamp. I'm going to stamp right across his tail. Keep your fingers crossed for me. So I'm just going to stick this in my Misty. And we're going to go with You Make Life Colorful. And I'm going to go up here and we're going to do it. We're just going to do it. We're going to stamp right across the bird. Is that brave? I think it's brave. And we're centered. Grab my new ink pad. Okay, these are so incredibly juicy. It's like the lightest little tap tap and you're done. All right. It's stuck. I have a little splotch, but you know what? That's what enamel dots are for. It was pretty close. I was close. I like it, but we'll add, let me go into my actually Pam, she has it. I'm going to tell her story. It's correct for her because when she crafts, her world stands still. So her world is stationary. I know, enamel dots. And look, I have the perfect colors right here. Look, this one I haven't even used this one. So stationary that she makes cards, but also stationary that things stand still. That's her thing on her lives or her videos or anything, is that when she crafts, her world stands still. I think it's fantastic. All right, so we're gonna put some enamel dots on here only because I made a boo-boo with my ink, but it's all right. Nobody will know. And we're just gonna we'll just put some dots. See, if I had not been live, nobody would have known because I would have just put my dots down. And we'll do one over here. And I'm going to show some restraint. We're going to go with just 3. Gasp, I know. And it's not completely straight, but I think it's pretty darn cute. I love how this came together. So the paper pad and the stamp set are from the junior box of the month. Delise, though, it was a lot of just kind of blending, and I had all my colors, so it did go pretty quick. I love how this one turned out too. So this is our little, I don't know what to call it, peekaboo flap card. But so we have our parrot here, some enamel dots, our twine, and then here for a very short message, or you could add another panel on the back if you wanted to write a longer message. So I hope this has inspired you to join in the mood board, the July mood board, and I hope you've enjoyed Moody Monday. The first and third Mondays of the month, I am actually live on the Not2Shabby YouTube channel. And then the other Mondays, I am live here on my channel. And bye, Delise. So I hope this has inspired you. I hope that you enjoyed the coloring and the card. The dimensions for the card are down below. Also in the description box is my affiliate link for the stamp set and paper pad. I don't believe it is sold out yet. I don't have it open. Usually I check, but there's always next month, which will be just as fabulous. So thank you so much for hanging out, y'all. I will be back on the Not Too Shabby Shop next Monday, because it's the first Monday of the month. And I enjoyed hanging out. I hope everybody has a fantastic day, a wonderful week. And remember, be kinder than you need to be, because you never know what someone is going through. So just be a decent human being. Be nice. Much love. Take care and have a fabulous day.
Oh, every month, a brand new board, pretty colors, themes galore. Get inspired, make a card, creativity's your reward. No, link it up, don't be shy, one will win, give it a try. 15 teams to spend with glee, crafty goodies, yay, so free. Join the fun, come and see, on the Not Too Shabby blog with me. Oh, every month, a brand new board, pretty colors, themes galore. Get inspired, make a card, creativity's your reward. No, link it up, don't be shy, one will win.